the bench. While I'm coming off the court, really bench. Who how to be? Who got a lot of D? Who popping like a P when he be hopping?
Hey LEI BAES, welcome or welcome back. It's your girl Amaya Soleil, and today I'm back with another video. And as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time about the time I fought over a man, well, my man, and I lost. So just make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all my social medias down in the description box down below. Go follow my main page because I be cute on there. And with all of that being said, let's just get right into this story time. Alright, so boom. Y'all know I gotta talk about Irresistible Me hair. I first reviewed these extra volume clip-ins a couple weeks ago, and here's how they're holding up. These are 220 gram, 20 inch extra volume clip-ins in the color natural black. This is the easiest hairstyle of the summer. As you can see, I am clipping them onto my braid, but you can also clip them onto your natural hair curls. I figured since hair influencers rarely come back with the updated review, I should provide one for y'all. This hair lasted me a month, y'all. The hair is still soft. I usually have no shedding, simply running my fingers through it. Now, of course, when combing the hair, there is minimal shedding as expected. I also love the versatility these clip-ins provide. I chose to style the hair in the middle part this video and a free part in the last video. I just know ponytails, half up, half down styles, shoes, side parts, chow, any style for real. Using these clip-ins would eat down. The only cons I have is the clip-ins don't exactly match my hair color, and sometimes the hair does tangle. But applying water or mousse or using conditioner usually solves that problem easily. I just want to give a huge thanks to Irresistible Me Hair for sending me these clip-ins and producing high quality hair. The finishing product wasn't the best, but don't I look good? Period. Now let's just get right back into this story. Y'all, this story takes place when I was in 7th grade. Y'all, this was my first ever boyfriend ever in life. Do I still count him to this day? No. But, you know, for the sake of this story time, keep it real. This was the first boy I was ever in a relationship with in life. Y'all, I was 12 years old with no guidance, no direction, no supervision. Y'all, I literally was teaching myself, and woo, this was a hard lesson. And if y'all was to ask anybody I went to school with in the 7th grade, they would tell y'all I was all about my man, my man, my man. I just loved my man, my man, my man. I thought my man was all about me and he loved me too. You know, we was in a super public relationship. I'm talking about names in the bio. We had majority of our classes together. We ate lunch together. We walked down the hallways together. I was that man, Women Crush Wednesday, every Wednesday. He ain't never missed a week. And you better believe my man was my man crush Monday every Monday. Y'all, and I just thought I was so in love with him. Like, I just thought like this was like gonna be it. He was gonna be the one. Like, fuck a high school sweetheart. This my middle school sweetheart. Like, what you saying? We gonna be together forever. Till I found out he was cheating. I was like, oh. And this man didn't just cheat. You know, maybe once or twice. This man cheated on me with near every 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grader in our school. On top of that, this man ain't had no type. So it wasn't even like, oh, okay, I could be like, oh, you know, he got a thing for them light-skinned girls. I need to watch him around light-skinned girls. No. It's not like I could say, okay, you know, he got a thing for them thick, dark-skinned, big booty, Judy bitches. Like, you know, let me keep him away from them. He liked them fat, fit, short, thick, light, dark. He even had him a couple snow bunnies too, y'all, and them was the worst ones. Them snow bunnies was always ready to argue me down about my own man. 2 plus 2 equal 4, but every single time I would come out and be 2 plus 2. I'm getting 6 because this shit do not add up to me how you want to argue with me over my own man. But you know what was worse? You know what was worse than the ones that wanted to argue with me over my own man? The girls that would purposely befriend me, go out their way to compliment me, tell me that I'm pretty and how they want to be my friend, and now we friends and we done became friends on Tuesday. Because y'all know back in like middle school, elementary, even high school, you made friends just like this. Like, you didn't really think about the qualities they had and the values and the morals and all this other stuff. Like, somebody was like, oh, you cute, girl, you want to be friends? And you're like, yeah, girl, you cute too, let's be friends. And on Tuesday, now y'all friends. So on Tuesday, you know, reached out to me, called me cute, buttered me all up, and, you know, asked me if I wanted to be friends. I'm like, okay, girl, we could be friends. Like, cool. Like, you know, I'm a Sag. I'm a little social butterfly. Like, period. I love to have new friends. I love to meet new people. But by Thursday, I would find out he now cheating on me with my new friend. And the kicker is, she knew that was my man before we even ever became friends. She was talking to my man before she even reached out to me to be friends. And before y'all be like, oh, Maya, why you didn't leave? Why you didn't leave? Why you didn't leave? Girl, because I was naive, young. This is my first boyfriend. Girl, I ain't never been in a situation like this. Honestly, the only thing I can really say is I didn't know no better. Plus, my loyalty runs so deep, even when some people be disloyal to me. Not now, but back then. Even when some people showed me disloyalty, I took that as, oh, well, let me show them how loyal I am to them, because somehow, some way, if I show them how loyal I am to them, it'll make them start being loyal back to me. Girl, it don't work like that. But I didn't know that at the time, okay? I had to learn. If you watch this story time, then you know I felt like he always cheated when I wasn't around him. In the 7th grade, my mom was preparing for us to move to Maryland. She ended up moving to Maryland so, you know, she could fill out some cities, fill out the environment and stuff like that. So for the entire 7th grade school year, my mama was in Maryland and I was living with my grandma. Now, just for reference, because I don't know how to really explain it to y'all without giving out some information I just don't want to give out. Say for reference, the school I went to was in Huntersville, but my grandma lived in the city of Charlotte. All the other horny, hot and ready ass hussies lived in Huntersville along with my men. So after school, they all hung out until the street lights came on. When the street lights had came on, you know, they all just walked home because they lived so close to the school and they all lived so close near each other. I had to go straight home all the way to my grandma's house in Charlotte. So in some weird way, in my mind, I felt like he was cheating on me because them girls was just more accessible to him after school. I guess boys will just be boys. Like, I heard that phrase so much growing up, and that's so detrimental to little girls and their mindset, because you basically just teach us that, okay, boys can be boys, but we get chastised for every little thing we do. So I already had that thought process, basically, where boys will be boys. Like, I kind of just gotta let it happen. One day, somebody was being messy and they told me that my man was cheating on me with this girl. What I'm gonna name this girl? Yaga. Remember back in the day, people used to snatch people's hair and be like, Yaga, Yaga. I'm gonna call her as that because it started with a Y and her real name start with a Y. And I don't know, I feel like back when I was in 7th grade, Yaga was a big thing. So I don't know, I'm just gonna call her that. So yeah, one day somebody was being messy and they came and told me that my man was cheating on me with Yaga. And Yaga didn't go to our school. She didn't live nowhere around him, didn't live nowhere near me. So him cheating on me with her bothered me in a whole different type of way. Because like I said, the reason why it's justified in my mind, the reason that I gave myself to make myself feel better about it, cope with it better, I guess, I gave myself the reasoning that, oh, he only cheats on me because I can't spend time with him after school like how these other girls can. They are more accessible to him. But Yaga wasn't accessible to him in that way. She don't be after school with him. Then on top of that, all the other girls he cheated on me with, I'm gonna keep it real, they was not messing with me on no day. They was not messing with me on no day. I ate all them girls up. I ate them down. But Yaga, she was kind of fucking with me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yaga was fucking with me on a couple of days. Majority of the days. Some of the days. If I'm on level 10, Yaga on level 10.5. And I know that only seemed like 0.5, but still. This my man. I need to be 10.5. She need to be 10. Like, why do I feel like I'm losing my man to a better bitch? And honestly, I don't remember who started with who first, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was me. I'm so blunt and I'm so straightforward. I wouldn't be surprised if I inboxed Yaga first talking crazy. I just honestly, truly do not remember who started with who. But just know, me and Yaga had to exchange some words. She would sub me on Facebook. I would sub her back on Facebook all the time. So if you know me, you know I ain't gonna keep doing too much subbing. I'm really a direct blunt, straightforward person. So somehow, some type of way, and I really feel like it was probably me, I messaged her ass on Facebook Messenger and we started going back and forth through there. Until one day, I don't even know what exact point it was, but one day I was so fed up with everything. Cause really, truly, by the time I found out he was cheating on me with Yaga, he had already been cheating on me with half of the people in my school, half of the girls at my school. So I was already kind of into it with other girls over him. It was nonstop arguing all the time. Because when I say this man cheated on me so much, I would find out about a new girl probably every other day. So I'm going through that. Then I got to deal with the fact that thinking I got me a new friend, period, poo, ooh, ooh, ooh. Just to find out, okay, she only befriended me out of some weird shit because she been talking to my nigga. Me and you became friends on this week Wednesday, but you and him been talking since 2 weeks ago on Thursday. So I'm dealing with that. On top of the cheating, just period. Like, just because I tried to rationalize it in my mind enough to stay with him doesn't mean that I didn't feel betrayed. Doesn't mean that I didn't feel hurt. So I don't know what the final straw was, but I know I was already going through a lot with everybody as a whole. And one day, me and Yaga was arguing through Facebook Messenger again, and I ended up just telling her that I'ma fuck her ass up on sight. And she ain't back down. She was like, "Bet." Cool, y'all got the background now. Fast forward one weekend, I had came outside on my grandma's block or whatever, because that's where I'm living at. And none of the kids that lived on my grandma's street was outside. I went to the next street over. Wasn't nobody outside over there either. So I was just like, I wonder if the kids in my old neighborhood is outside, because they stayed outside. You know, I got on my bike and I rode like 6 or 7 streets over till I got to my old neighborhood. It was this one boy outside that was actually Yaga's cousin. It was like 3 or 4 of his friends outside along with him. And then on top of that, it was a girl that was also Yaga's cousin. You know, they was brother and sister. So it was 2 of Yaga cousins outside and like 3 or 4 other boys. And yes, this is another naive thing I did. Because I don't even know why I'm friends with this girl cousin. I don't know why I thought that was okay. But anytime we argued on Facebook or like, you know, had subbed each other on Facebook, they never jumped into our beef and they stayed my friend. Like, we all had a good relationship still. They never acted funny. They never acted shady towards me. So for some reason, I just thought I could still be cool with them. So cool, when they see me riding down the street on my bike and I get to them, you know, we greet each other or whatever the case may be. I drop my bike on either the sidewalk or in somebody's front yard, and then we had all went into the backyard. So we really ain't do nothing when we got to the backyard. We like played basketball, but I ain't really too good at that. So me and the girl, we started doing like making chalk and doing hopscotch, just talking, you know, playing double dutch. And you know what, now that I think about it, they probably set me up. They probably set me up because the whole time in the backyard, they kept asking me questions about Yaga. Like, am I really gonna fight her? Is it really on site? Asking me stupid questions. Talk about something, why are we even fighting? The whole time they knew exactly why we was fighting. They saw us getting into it on Facebook. They had a front row seat in the comment section every time. And at some point, somebody screams, "Oh, I heard Yaga out front. She in the front yard coming to the backyard. I heard Yaga out front." I don't say nothing. I just head right to the front yard. Ain't no need for her to come to the backyard. I'm finna meet her in the front yard. It ain't nothing but silence, y'all. I leave the backyard so quick and everybody just followed me to the front yard. When I got to that front yard, I literally saw her like crossing the street. Because we was in the backyard of one of her boy cousin's friends. Like, they just lived on the same street or whatever. But she had, I guess, got dropped off by maybe her auntie or somebody dropped her off in front of her boy cousin house. So she had kind of like to walk down the street and cross the street or whatever to get to the person's house that we was at. Soon as I saw her, I handed, and this was stupid, because I handed her boy cousin the phone. When she stepped on the sidewalk, y'all, I instantly just ran up on her. I just remember getting her to the ground, getting on top. I remember hearing people screaming, "Yaga, get up! Yaga, get up!" I'm on top of her, beating on her head like a drum. Then I remember she did get on top of me, but I had kicked her in her vagina so quick and like kicked her to the side. So now she on my right side and both of us is like laying on our side. Like say if you was to sleep in the bed on your side, we literally laying on our side in the grass and we just swinging until somebody finally like pulled us apart or whatever the case may be. In my head, I had that, y'all. I picked up my bike and I drove away like Depop. I felt like, yeah, I'm one of them ones. Bet you won't fuck with my man no more. Bet you won't fuck with my man no more. And I couldn't wait to get home and post a video on Facebook so all the other hoes could see what type of time I'm on about my man. You know, Delulu. Stupid girl shit. Just, I hate that I even went through this. Like, girl, why was you ever that dumb? Imagine my surprise when I get home and this the video I see.
Roughly.
Boom, fast forward, the weekend is now over with. I get back to school, y'all. Why word on the hallways is, y'all go whoop me. And at first, I was not going. Because in my soul, I felt that I won. Wasn't nobody talking about some Amaya get up. I only heard y'all could get up. And then I'm like, y'all wasn't even on top of me for as long as I was on top of her. Well, at least that's what it felt like while fighting. So like, I just was like, at first I just wasn't going. Like, no, it did not felt like I lost. I was like, no, I won that. I know I won that. Ain't no way I won that. I felt it in my soul. I'm like, I won that. But everybody that was out there to actually see the fight with their own eyes, they all stuck to the same story. Like word for word, bar for bar. By this point in the story time, y'all know I was a little delulu. But not that delulu. I was always told, this was another saying that I always heard. Other than boys will be boys, I always heard, well, if everybody's saying the same thing, it must be true. So y'all, I semi-accepted it or whatever, but I never verbally admitted to it because I'm sorry, in my soul, I knew I won that fight. My mindset at the time was, yeah, I don't really think that's how that went down. Like, I don't really think that's how that went down. But if that's what everybody's saying, I mean, I guess. And that's exactly why you always believe in yourself and never nobody else. Because when that school year ended and I had finally moved to Maryland, one of the boys that was out there that day to see the fight, he ended up reaching out, you know, just to check in on me or whatever. We ended up getting on FaceTime and, you know, reminiscing on some things that happened in 7th grade, you know, talking about just random stuff for real. In the midst of us reminiscing on all the things that happened in 7th grade, you know, he finally wanted to confess. He finally wanted to come clean. He gonna say, oh yeah, remember when you and Yaga had fought? You really didn't lose. We just said that because she was such and such cousin. It makes sense because I really did not feel like I got whooped. Like, sometimes you could see it all in a motherfucker's face when they know they lost that fight. I feel like a motherfucker feel when they lost the fight. You can tell when somebody got the best of you in a fight. And I did not feel like that at all. I felt like I had the upper hand majority of the fight, literally. I can accept the tie because, like I said, she got on top of me. I kicked her in her vagina, kicked her off of me or whatever the case may be. And then for like the ending of the fight, me and her was just laying sideways on the grass, just fighting each other or whatever, just hitting each other. So I can accept the tie. But you not about to sit up here and say she just full-blown won and I full-blown lost. But then it all made sense as to why he stopped that recording so fast. Because if you really pay attention, I know the recording is a little bit blurry, but if you really pay attention in the video, you're gonna see me with a gray hoodie on and some blue ripped jeans, and I had on these silver, pink, and black Jordans. I could put a picture. I know that outfit down to the T. And if I'm 5'4", which I am, Yaga was like 5 feet, so you really can't see her in the video because I'm pushing her down to the ground. That's what you see. And you also hear somebody in the video verbally say, Yaga, get up. And then that's when old boy like, no, I'm just playing. You wasn't just playing. You just ain't want to record your cousin getting whooped on. Because he knew I was going to post that video on Facebook. He knew I was. And he ain't want that video floating around on Facebook of his cousin getting whooped on. He purposely stopped that video recording. But yeah, like if y'all didn't learn nothing from this story time, it's too many lessons in this story time. For one, believe yourself, don't believe nobody else. A lot of people ain't believing Jesus. And two, don't be dumb for no man. The minute you get disrespected, the minute you feel like you aren't valued, you aren't wanted, you aren't appreciated, leave. Just like you found one man, you will find another. I can't tell you how many other boys I done talked to after that man. I thought he was gonna be the end all be all, and he wasn't. If you watching this and you young, you still in high school, you still in middle school, whatever the case may be, don't ever fight over no man. Don't ever let nobody get in your head that much to the point where you stop believing yourself and start believing other people. Hallelujah. Okay. Anyways, y'all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all my social media down in the description box down below. Y'all, I just be yelling stuff. Like, what's wrong with me? But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of y'all so very much. Bye.
Yeah.